Not in this house.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me or the mic? Or the speaker? Just me? Okay, we'll just pretend this will be a prop then, okay? Okay, hey, thank you for coming out tonight. This is our second show, so the premise of this show is really just to hang out, have some fun, get some good laughs in for Saturday night. And yeah, so thank you again, thank you for coming. We have a good show tonight. We have 6 people, I think, but right now we only have 5. I think the guy's running late. He's probably going to show really late, but he said he's really good, so I'm going to really hype him up because he's not here, okay? But yeah, for our first act, let's give it up for Kevin Shaw.
All right, thank you very much, Henny. Appreciate the introduction. Hello, everybody. First of all, how about just a hand for Henny and Sue, our wonderful hosts, putting all this up. It looks amazing. And how about a hand for yourselves for showing up, for supporting everyone that is performing tonight. So I think I can speak for all of us when I say it means a lot to us. So thank you for being here. My name is Kevin, once again. I grew up in a town called Troy, Michigan. And I actually was back at home this past weekend for a wedding. One of my good friends from high school, her name is Lauren, and she just got married to her wife, Christy. And so this was the very first time in my life that I have ever attended a same-gender wedding. I hope that's the most PC way to say that. So I've never been to a same-gender wedding before, and it was beautiful. The ceremony was beautiful, the reception was a great time. Got to see some of my high school friends. And after the wedding, a buddy of mine, he gave me a hard time about attending the wedding. And the reason he did that is because he and I were both Christians. And so he said, hey, Kevin, the Bible says that homosexuality is a sin. By attending the wedding, you are condoning their sin. I think the more loving thing to do would have been to not go and show them the error of their ways. And I thought, wow. I said, that is a really bold, but somewhat compelling argument. So a couple of days later, I was supposed to go home to visit my parents, but I didn't go. And that night that I was supposed to go home, my mom called me, and she said, yeah, Uchan. So Uchan is my Korean name. She said, yeah, Uchan, it's very late, and you said you were going to come home tonight, but you're not here. What's going on? What's wrong? And so I said, Amma, so Amma is Korean for mom. I said, Amma, whenever I go home, all you do is give me a hard time about making more money, getting married, and losing weight. And the Bible says that judging me is a sin. So by going home and spending time with you, I would be condoning your sin, right? It is the more loving thing to do to not spend time with you, to show you the error of your ways. And so she paused for a second. Thank you. So she paused for a second. And then she said, Uchan, I did not understand half of what you just said. Because English is not her first language. So she said, I did not understand half of what you just said. And I don't know what's gotten into you these days, but whatever it is, I think you would feel a lot better if you just lost some weight. And then she hung up the phone, because that's just the kind of person that she is. My mom, she's weird. She's a crazy lady, and don't get me wrong, she's a wonderful woman. She's a wonderful mother. I love her. She's beautiful, actually. My mom is a beautiful woman. She's turning 70 at the end of this year in October. Yeah, big milestone. But she honestly doesn't look a day over 35. And whenever I show her picture to people, they're always like, man, Kevin, your mom looks amazing. She looks so young, even though she's almost 70. Man, Asian women really age well. They age very gracefully. And I think in most cases that's very true, but for my mom specifically, I think the reason she still looks 35 is because she has the same haircut since she was 35. So now some of you in this room know what haircut I'm talking about. If you don't know, don't worry, because it's not a good look. It's not a good look for a woman or a man. It's not a good look for anybody. But if you do know what I'm talking about, it's that Ronald McDonald special. It's the standard issue Korean Air Force helmet. It's very round and spherical and smooth. And so, yeah, that's the same haircut that she's had for 35 years. And I think if I'm looking around this room, I see some ladies in here that are probably destined for the same fate as my mom. And I know what you ladies are thinking. You're thinking, no, that ain't me. That ain't me, son. No way I will ever have that haircut. I would rather die than have that haircut. But let me say this to you. You just wait until you have 2 sons and no daughters. Okay? You just wait until, in the words of Les Mis, until life kills the dream that you dreamed. Okay? Because my brother and I, it's just the 2 of us, but we were both born at over 9.5 pounds each. Okay? I know. I'm disgusted with myself. Alright? So, we're both born at 9.5 pounds each. Okay, and so now for those of you that have never gone into labor and delivered a baby, just to provide you with some reference, 9.5 pounds is like when you're at the grocery store and you're choosing watermelons and you're like, honey, should we get 2 small ones or 1 big one? It's the big one, okay? The big one is a 9.5 pound baby. So, before you tell me you will never get that haircut, try going 2 for 2 on C-sections of that big watermelon getting cut out of your stomach, and then you tell me if you have the time or energy for keratin treatments and straightening hairs. Okay? So, yeah, my mom, she's weird. She's a weird person. She texted me a couple of weeks ago during the heat wave that we had around 4th of July. And the text I got was, she said, hello, Uchan. I said, this is your mom. Thank you for the clarification. She said, hello, Uchan, this is your mom. It's very hot these days. How are you surviving? And I was confused. I was like, that's a strange text. And so I had to think about, okay, what is she really asking me? Is she asking me, have you died within the last couple days? But if so, am I really the best person to text to find out if I've died or not? I thought, no, that doesn't make sense. She's smarter than that. So I thought, okay, maybe the other option is she wants to know what tactics or strategies am I using to keep my blood temperature below the point of cardiac arrest. So I thought, okay, that's a possibility. And then the third possibility is maybe she just wants to start a conversation with me because I'm her son and she loves me. But because she is an immigrant mom, I knew that that was not the case. So, okay, she wants to know about my tactics. So, this is how I responded. I said, hello, Amma. This is your son. I am surviving by drinking lots of water, using the air conditioning in my apartment, and walking around in very light and suggestive clothing whenever I go out. And then I added the bikini emoji. And so I'm looking at my phone, you know, and I see kind of the 3 dots, and then they go away, and then the 3 dots go away, you know, so. And after about 2 full minutes, no exaggeration, that's plenty of time to type out a full paragraph if she wanted to. But after about 2 whole minutes, I see her response, and it just says, oh, you have air conditioning? And so this is frustrating because my mom has been to my apartment before. And she's actually turned that AC unit on and off herself. But when faced with the personal crisis of, is my son actually walking around Chicago in bikinis these days, she decides to skirt the issue. So now, whenever I go on a job interview and they ask me, are you good with confrontation or not? And why? I tell them this story. And so I've been at that dental office for 7 years now. No new jobs on the horizon. I still can't figure out why. But yeah, I thought about her original question, how are you surviving? And I thought, you know what? It feels like a weird question to me, but maybe it's not a weird question to her because she is North Korean. So my mom is North Korean, and she has a crazy story. So her family actually escaped across the 38th parallel during the Civil War, which sure was nuts with like Mission Impossible masks and Lamborghinis and stuff like that. But it's a crazy story. She grew up in poverty, she grew up in homelessness, and so I realized that, wow, maybe while that question, how are you surviving, seems weird to me, because I've never worried about how I'm surviving, maybe for her that's just like, hey, what's up? You know, so, I don't know, just an interesting thought I had. But now I realize, when I say North Korea, that raises some questions and concerns for some of you. So let me put those concerns to rest. Number one, no, my mom is not a spy, nor is she a terrorist. Unless she is. And then she's very good at her job. But don't worry, because she's in Michigan, I'm here. I am not a spy, nor a terrorist. Because I'm only half Korean, or half North Korean. So I was expelled from the training program at a very young age. So don't worry about that. Number two, when I say North Korea, I realize what you're all thinking. Yes, I do look like him. Okay? Alright? Just let that settle in. You don't see it? Alright? Okay. I get it. I look like him. And number three, I really don't like that joke, because if people don't get it, that's pretty embarrassing for me. But if you did get it, that's also pretty embarrassing. Alright, that's all I have for tonight.
Thanks, Kevin. Kevin will be here for autographs later. Please don't mistake him for me. We were wearing the same thing. We planned it. Alright, next up. We have the beautiful Jolly Bean.
Okay, so I'm not a native English speaker. And when I was at school, our teacher told us, if you watch shows from English-speaking countries, it will help you learn English. And I ended up watching lots of Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is a legend. That's why I named myself a Jolly Bean. But there is one thing I'm pretty confident I'm better than Mr. Bean. Remember, Mr. Bean has a teddy bear? And I want this to hold it. Oh God. And I have two bears. I named them Jojo and Yo-Yo. You might know these are beanie babies. They are stuffed with thousands of plastic beans. So you know which idiom are they most afraid of? Spill the beans. They appear I didn't think of this. They appear to be very quiet. However, when I'm away, they are partying all the time. Let's say, hey, let's begin our morning exercise song. Okay. We are bears, we are bears, we are bears, we are bears, we are bears. Boom, 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 boom. We are bears, better than the Chicago Bears. Hey! Of course we are better than the Chicago Bears. We've never lost a game. And we'll never lose, because we'll never compete in any game. Oh, don't say that. You know, probably one day we'll get drafted by Chicago Bears, and then we'll become rich. We'll be million bears. Yeah, becoming million bears are our dreams. Million bears, million bears. Remember last time she put us in her backpack and took us to Wrigley Field? I'm so excited because I believe that'll be the first time we meet the Bears. But later, she turned out to be watching a Lady Gaga's concert. One moment, Wrigley Field, that's the Cubs, right? But Cubs are Bear Cubs, right? So we should for both the Cubs and the Bears. We should get the position there. Yeah, you're right. Remember, I'm also a gymnast. Let me show you the new routine I'm practicing right now. Okay, I'm a bar worker, so let's use the hanging pole in the closet. You see, my new routine. Now the swing forward, swing backward, now the release, another release. Now I stick the landing. Oh shit, I landed on the laundry basket. You made lots of progress, Yo-Yo. You're awesome. No, I can fly on the high bar. That's why she called me Yo-Yo. Totally makes sense. But, unfortunately, the Olympic doesn't allow Bears gymnasts. Fortunately, there are many Chicago Bears and Cubs players. I believe we can get a chance in those teams. Yeah, I agree. We definitely should become celebrities. How about we sneak into Wrigley Field and watch a Cubs game tonight? Oh, not bad. Oh, but there's one thing. We're almost broke. We can only afford one ticket, bus ticket on the way back. So I will take the bus, and you will just walk home. It's only a 2 hours walk. Not bad at all, right? You know, I know how to get back home with only one bus ticket. I will take the baseball bat with me, and when the game is over, I will wave the bat to you, and then you'll be flying across Wrigley Field, a bear in the air, and then boom, 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 you're back home. Shit, if you say that again, I will seal your lips. Anyway, hey, okay, sorry for that. No, doesn't matter. Okay, so if you really when you really become a melon bear, what to do first? I believe I will go for Bear Watch tour, and I will invite you to go with me. Yeah, thanks. But I'm so afraid the bears are gonna eat us. Don't worry about that. I once read the blog, and blog says when you encounter a grizzly bear, just pretend you're dead, and then the bear will just leave. I'm still concerned. Are you sure the bear also read the same blog and know if we pretend that he's supposed to leave? You're worrying too much. And okay, remember our old fella Ted? Can you believe now he's a movie star? There are even 2 movies named by him, Ted and Tattoo. Oh, that creep. I can't. And right now, I often hear people say, TED Talks, TED Talks. Is that also him? Holy shit. But you know, if Ted can become a celebrity, there's no reason we can't. You know, even if we don't get drafted by the Bears or Cubs, I still have a plan B. You know, we can play a bear do dance for the Jeopardy ballet. Remember? Yeah. For the Nutcracker. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, we can totally do that. But I'm a little concerned. Remember? Nutcracker has a mouse king. I really don't like mouse. Well, I will suggest to the director to use Mickey Mouse as the mouse king. Oh, that sounds good. Hey, do you like your new shirt? Oh, not bad. Charlie used to wear this one. I can't believe her own clothes can shrink this much in the laundry machine. No, I don't think that's the one. I think she made it from her socks. Oh, I hope I didn't know that. And you don't look like a Chicago local when you wear that shirt. Why? Because you, a bear cub, is wearing a White Sox shirt. Ooh, I didn't think of that. Didn't think of that. What the bears? Didn't think. But you know, at least have some clothes on is good. I read the news in the Polish village. They banned Winnie Pooh because Pooh doesn't wear pants. You know, I think that's how the Pooh got his name. When you don't wear pants, you poo. And in fact, I read another news about the Pooh. The Chinese, in China, they banned the movie of Winnie Pooh because the president doesn't like so many popular internet memes compare him to Pooh. Ooh. Oh, poor Pooh. But why don't we Beanie Babies have a cartoon for us? We're so cute. At least we should become the mascot of something. I'm thinking one group, they won't accept us as their mascot. Do you mean the Green Bay Packers? No, I mean the stock market. Well, yeah, stock market doesn't like bear markets, but we can't rely on stock market to become million bears either. You know what? To become million bears, first we need to dress like million bears. I need my costume. I will wear black and white, and I will also get smoky eyes. And then I can pretend I'm a panda. Are you sure you want to be a panda? You know a panda is a vegan? Oh no, I forget it. Well, why bother? You remember we are stuffed animals. That means we are stuffed. So we can't eat anymore. Yeah, that's right. Hey, do you smell the chicken in the oven? It smells so good. Yeah, right. But we can't eat it. Yeah, I'm red in the face. No, I'm red all over. I'm so pissed. We can't eat, but we can smell the food. Yeah, this is outrageous. Protest. Okay, let's take the chicken out of the oven and jump on it as a protest. Yes, let me do it with my bare hands now. No, you need gloves. You can do it with your bare hands. Well, I will do it with gloves and my bare hands. No, gloves on my bare hands. My hands are green. Unfortunately, I don't get a green thumb. I watered my pocket cactus for 1 year and later found it's a plastic plant. Hey bears, I hear your plan to vandalize the chicken. If you don't want to smell the chicken, I can help you remove your nose. Oh, no, we want our nose. Let's run. Today I'm at the Millennium Park and practicing this bean family set full of beans. I suddenly realized, lucky enough, I'm not an accountant, because I can never figure out how many beans are inside these bears, so that means I'll never be a qualified bean counter. Well, remember me. Jolly bean, jolly bean, jolly, jolly bean, just cool beans.
Oh, thank you, Jelly Bean. So we're gonna take a quick break, 5 minutes, maybe leave that garage door and make another right. Make another right, and then you're
Follow
gonna.
the light.
Yeah, just follow the lights. Don't go too far. But we'll take 5 minutes break, and then we'll get back to it. Thanks. Or you can just sit here. That's cool too.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Mark, good set, man. That was good.
Yeah, no, it kind of cut me.
Did well, dude. I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Wait, where'd you take your press line? Oh, yeah, that's where I did.
Oh, cool. Where were you going?
I'm the person that
Hey, good job being here.
I gotta
I was not even taking a break for you. I'm like, Mark's probably pooping right now.
I'm actually gonna go to my car. I'll be back. He's not coming back.
Has your mom ever seen you,
Oh, I need to take pictures. You are. Have you last night?
You are
You I tell everybody. It's like one of your like. I know. Every time you talk to, oh, this is Esther, my friend. Oh, do you want to get a drink? Well, I don't know if she should, because she gets a lift from kombucha. You know how it's 0.0005%? I would be so honored. Totally be so honored.
Sassy Bones, some Asian comedians.
I don't get
No, I don't know.
You know the haircut though.
I told you there's a difference.
I'm not good like you guys.
Really?
I feel like that hair that makes her all.
Yeah.
Did you go to their first show?
I did. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Huh? Right?
Never have like.
I know, it's impressive. Like, look at these lights. Like, look at those lights.
I don't know.
They're like really.
Yeah.
Look at this. Taking a picture of him.
Maybe it's forward to this. That's what. Let's have it
She
forward.
doesn't wear like blue. Oh no, she's not one of those. A lot of her friends are. He's just saying he's got on social media.
Oh, really? Okay, that's fine.
How are you supposed to get your name back? Just this. Alright, make one right now. Oh yeah, I'm more like.
Yeah.
Not about that. Yeah, I don't want the
Nice to meet
Are
you.
you also one of them?
No, I'm not one of these people.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. If I had anything.
The first act, these are a friend from Drake.
No, I have a business.
How long have you been working? How long have you been doing this? I do comments.
Is that like your
Whenever
No, that's fine. That's ideally, you know. That's all about my friend actually just took so yeah, are you gonna stay?
like this here?
Like mid school. Yeah. I like your dance boot camp.
You're one of those guys. I know.
You're one of those people.
I know. I'm sorry.
I
I
just
shouldn't
hear
have
about
said
this.
it like that.
No, you're totally fine.
I've lived in this.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
campus can I ask?
Oh yeah, no. This is definitely. I don't think yeah, it was. You did good job.
Did you have a job in there?
Yeah. I went to a boot camp.
Good job, Billy. How do you know who you are?
I went to.
I read about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you just saw this Facebook post and you're like, hey, I want to do that. Well, okay.
Yeah, for sure. I've done it in partnership. It's just the community's too positive. Cherry.
Oh my god, what? That's the stupidest thing ever. Okay, so you like stand-up because it's...
I like the cynicism.
Because that's who you are?
Check.
I don't mind being here alone.
There's speakers on top of the speakers?
You like being alone and solitary and sad, right?
That might be it too.
Oh, not that.
1, 2, check. 1, 2, check. That's a little better.
I love improv because there's always a team. And there's always people you're supporting.
I'll write it down.
Check.
I'm not like a nice person. I'm like not a kind person.
Check.
You are very kind.
1, 2.
Wait, I can't tell if you're joking. I'm not like solitary and cynical. But I like being supported.
Yeah. You like being a dick. You like
And then other people can support me in the process. Yeah.
Check. 1, 2. Do you have any...
Which number are you?
This is not enough room for that.
Well, he didn't.
Why does he,
I do. Yeah. He sent you from this other. Yeah. But he is. When I was like interacting with them on the. Oh yeah, we grew up there together.
Alright guys, we're about to get started soon. Another 2 minutes or so. Please take your seats, grab a snack, grab a drink if you can, if you want. You feel better.
Is this yours?
No, it's fine.
I might go sit back and wear it.
Okay, sounds good. Lovely meeting you.
Are you Henny's wife?
Henny's wife, nice to meet
Do
you.
you have an Instagram ID?
I do, yeah.
Just write down your name on number 5.
course,
And so if you write your name and then your Instagram or like
Yeah.
Facebook handle.
I'm about to be famous with this thing right here.
Yeah, this
Nailed
is right here.
it.
This is how you get found.
You just got signatures from like the top 6 best.
You know, we're gonna frame it.
Top
It's
6
like-
agents.
That's best agents in. I'm like in this from Root.
Definitely
From Root.
garage.
Yeah, definitely. You should frame that
The
up.
Root Garage.
Are you an Instagram person? Who's Instagramming live this?
Yeah.
I would totally
I'm very old school. Yeah, I just did something too. It's like someone sitting here. Sorry. I'm sorry. Was someone sitting here? Oh, are you sure? I didn't see anyone. I just lost 2 lands. 2 on 3. Next.
Alright, thanks everyone for taking that break. We got everything fixed, I hope. But next up we have the wonderful Mar. Your last name? What do you want? Oh, Mar
Yeah,
Bravo!
He does have a last name, so yeah.
Heckler survey. Just kidding. I didn't need that. Okay. Wow, this is cool. I just want to give a shout out to Henny for setting this place up. I haven't done anything like this in a garage, so I don't know how to act. I haven't been around this area in like a while. The last time was actually, this is Bridgeport, right? Like, let's call it Bridgeport, South Bridgeport.
Yeah.
So the last time was when I got married. When I got married, that was the last time I was in Bridgeport. Oh, right. Yeah, there you go. Nice. It's cool, you know, to revisit a place. It's very intimate here. I can see everyone's face. Alright, let's get started. So a couple months ago, I finalized my divorce.
Okay.
Yeah, I finalized my divorce. There we go. Yeah, I know. It's really hard. It's weird, like, as an Asian community to hear that, right? It's kind of like, what? He's part of the statistic now. So like, I am. Yeah. So it was hard. It was rough. It was a super rough couple months that I was going through. And what better way to, you know, talk about it than like in a comedy setting, right? Like very intimate, very cool. You know, everyone just, what's he gonna say? So anyway, but throughout the whole time, you know, like I learned a lot of stuff during that whole time I was married or like going through it. And as again I say, you know, there's not a lot of people I could go to that went through that. So I mean, I just wanna throw out some skills and lessons that I learned during that whole time. All right, get your pencil and paper ready. Maybe. All right. So let's see. Lesson number 1: people will always be there for you, no matter what. Right? Like they'll always be there for you. You know, they're like, got your back, man. You know, I love you. Until you tell them what's going on. You know, like. It was hard, because I was just like, I was treated like I was like a homeless person. You know, it's like, hey dude, you wanna hang out? Oh no, I'm good, yeah. Don't talk to me. No, it's fine, Please don't do that. I had my share of that, so just laugh it up. So it's kinda like, hey, do you wanna like, you know, get ice cream? Are you sure? You sure you have money for that? I'm like, yeah, it's like $1, and they're like, no, it's $1.25 now. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could borrow 25 cents, or maybe $1, because all I got is 25 cents. You know, it's cool. You really find out who your real friends are and stuff. And you know, Even with my mom, it was hard to tell my mom. It was just like, it took me like a while to tell her. And then she's like, and I was like, she's like, oh, how's she doing? And I'm like, I know, she's cool. She's cool. We're living life. And then when she did find out, it was like, who are you again? No, I'm kidding. No, my mom loves me. My mom loves me, okay? I wasn't treated that horribly. Like, I just never told her because of this stigma, this dope stigma that I go through. Is everyone okay? Everyone good? This isn't theater. This is a comedy show. Yeah. I mean, it felt like what else we got here? Another thing is like I understand from the perspective of like friends. It's like, what are you supposed to say to someone who's going through that? It's all right. She'll get over it. It's like, yeah, I don't think so, dude. Nah, you're good. You're good. Just keep going, and I'm just like, yeah, we're already at Mayor Daley Center, like signing it, like, it was like, yeah, no, you're good, you guys will work out again, it's so awkward to what to say to someone going through that, so yeah, lesson number 2, you become a really, really good detective, like this is a skill that I learned during this time. I was like, so like, for example, we were eating, and then I was like, why is she looking at her phone, smiling and laughing? I'm like right in front of her, and I was like, oh, maybe it was a meme I sent her 2 days ago, I was like, got it, tuck that one away in the back pocket, you're good, go on eating your fried rice. Yeah, I eat fried rice. I do. I admit it. And then you start, and then like detective stuff, and then you're like, I'm playing video games, and it's just like, why haven't I been interrupted for the last 3 hours? And it's like, oh, she must know how hard it is to like get first place in Fortnite. It's just like, yeah, I love him enough that he could go through that. Let him get his first place. No one plays Fortnite, you get first place. It's really hard. For me, I'm a mediocre player, so like whenever me and my boys, get a win, we go out and get drunk. Another lesson is that you become like a really, really good actor. And I'm talking about like Leonardo DiCaprio actor. Where it's like you could like when someone goes up to you and be like, hey, is everything good? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm chilling. We're chilling. We're good. Like, how are you guys? Oh, we're great. We're super great. We just went to McDonald's the other day. Bought ourselves some ice cream. and then it's like you could act in any situation, even though it's a bad situation, because you're thinking about this whole thing. You're like, dude, I just lost my dog. It's like, oh no, yeah, we're great. We're super great. Yeah, I mean, your dog will be fine too. So, yeah, I mean, and if anything fails, right? If anything fails, like, you could just blame it. You could just say like, oh yeah, no, like you just start crying everywhere. You're just like sad, and then you just go, oh no. They're like, are you okay? Are you good? You good? What's going on? And I'm like, no, it's just I'm just doing some character work, as a person going through a divorce. So, I'm going through the character work, and I guess it's going well because I mean you believe it. So that's cool. That's a cool skill I learned. I can probably do the next Fast and the Furious. Tokyo Drift 3. There's not a 2 yet, I think. Oh, there is a 2. Tokyo Drift 2. It's 2. We'll figure it out. Another skill, as I like to call it, I don't call it a lesson, another skill, is that you can cry in any situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could cry on command. Like you're at work and then you just start crying. And then, I call it a power, really. Like, are you okay? I'm not okay, can you please send me home? Alright, go home. And they don't even ask what it was about, Cool power. Even if you haven't been going through that, you just could use it. like you could skill is you could cry while you're crying. You know, that is. You know, you're like crying, you're like. And then I think everyone has been through this, even as a kid. You go, ah! You know that one like, ah! You know that part. That's the second part of it. That's you kind of gotta. If that one's like higher ranking skill that only people like me have been through. Okay. Next, but I mean, there's always a bright side to things, right? Like there's always like. I try not to be like a pessimist, even though I don't even know what that word is. Like I just like to say it. But like I mean, there's other like I'm not dead, I'm not dying. So I mean, life goes on. So and then I like during that whole thing, I was like, what could be worse than being, you know, a divorced husband? And then I was like, I was working, and then I was like, oh my gosh, a divorced ex-work husband. Oh my god. Like, you guys know what work husband is? You know, it's like, oh yeah, you guys are like together, like cute and stuff, and then bam, she finds another guy at work. I mean, for me, it's fine. I don't have to see her outside throughout my whole life. But you have to go to work and see this person every day, you know, and it's like, oh my gosh. And then they would be like, hey, Jessica called off work and so did Ben. Do you know what's that about? And you're just like, oh my god, we used to do that. We used to call off work. And then it's like, and then you're like checking the schedules, you're like being a detective. You're checking the schedules and you're like, when does she work? And then you have to like put on this facade of like, yeah, I'm going out with 5 girls now. How are you doing, Jessica? And then she's like, oh, that's great. And then you're just like, fuck. Yeah. Then you just go back downstairs to your manager, like, I'm not feeling well. Like, oh yeah, no, it's fine, you could go home. Remember, crying. But yeah, that's pretty much what my set is about. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys learned your lessons. Thank you.
Let's give another hand for Mar. Mark, I'm going to borrow those notes later. Okay.
It's an empty piece of paper.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you folks. So for next up, we have Miss Harmony. It's not saying anymore.
Oh, well actually
Harmony.
I did keep, okay, I'll explain. Hi, I'm Harmony Zhang. I did not change my last name when I got married 2 months ago. Because my mom didn't. And she's Chinese, and my dad's Chinese, and my husband's Chinese, and I'm Chinese, and so I'm like, I'll just keep my last name. Because that's what we do. And this is my paper that I'm unfolding and placing onto this chair. Alright, okay. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be here. I'm so happy to see all of your faces. Thank you, Henny and Sujin, for opening up your home to us. Amazing having us here. Thank you. Can everybody give me a Y?
Y.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an S.
S.
Are you happy to be here tonight?
Yes.
Are you happy you're here and not at some other event taking over Chicago tonight?
Yes.
Are you happy it's the weekend and we're alive?
Yes.
Awesome. That's great. I love the support and the positivity here. It's really beautiful, and I've never done stand-up before, and so I feel very like it's this hug that I feel right now from you all, and so thank you. I really like to be a positive person, and I think I'm an optimist, and I like to imbue optimism in people and make them feel good. You have really great makeup on. I really love your eyeliner and like eyebrows. It's just popping out at me right now. Yeah, anyway. Yes, so I love like just making everyone feel good. And sometimes it's hard for me to disappoint people because I'm a people pleaser and I like say yes too much and stuff. But anyway, so like an example of how I try to increase people's positivity in a situation is when I'm running late to things. And I try not to be late to things because I really value punctuality. And so when I'm running late to things, which I hate, right? I'm on the bus, and it's a really, bus traffic, you can't really predict that. And so I take out my phone and I text them, hey, I'm running a little late. Yeah, traffic is really bad on Michigan. I'll be about 15 minutes late. Is that okay? And then the person's like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, things happen. And they might be a little bit disappointed or unimpressed, right? But the thing is, I'm actually only 5 to 10 minutes late. And then I show up and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm late. And then they're like, you're here early. See what I did there? Yeah, so that's a really good trick to under-promise and over-perform rather than over-promise and under-perform. So yeah, so that's how we can keep in mind, keep everyone, smiling and looking on the bright side of things. Speaking about like trekking across Chicago and going on buses and stuff, I've lived in Chicago for 3 years. It's pretty exciting. I love Chicago. It's a really great city. And I lived in Lincoln Park for the past 3 years. I've spent a lot of time in downtown, and I've spent a lot of time in Chinatown. I love Chinatown. I've never been in Bridgeport before, so this is exciting. Yeah, I'm like, wow, this is really cool. But my husband and I were gonna move to South Loop really soon, and that's really exciting. Yes, because we got married 2 months ago, and now we're finding our first place together with like both of our names on the little contract. And so I'm really excited about moving, but like the hard thing about moving is moving. Like all of the stuff that you own and moving it to another place. And so I'm just like trying not to think about all the stuff that I have and having to move that. And I'm standing in front of my closet for one, and I have so much clothes and shoes and dresses and coats and scarves and everything that I never wear, that I do wear. But those things you never wear. Those things you never wear. Yeah, I have a lot of that. And so I'm going over, I'm looking at the hangers, I'm like, I don't wear you, what is this? And it's a shirt that's see-through and flowy. Yeah, like it's see-through and it's flowy, and I'm like, I never wear you, and that's because I have to wear a shirt called a cami underneath it to wear this shirt. And at the store, I guess, I was like, ooh, this is a really flowy, pretty see-through shirt. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty, and it's on sale. Oh, it's see-through and pretty and see-through and pretty. I'll just wear a cami, and because that's what people do. People wear camis under these shirts. That's what I'll do, and I'll buy this see-through shirt and wear it because it's pretty and it'll make me look pretty. And then I've never taken that extra minute to wear another shirt underneath that shirt to wear that shirt. Does anyone here wear camis still? Does that work out for you?
I'm so hot.
Well, maybe we can stop wearing camis together as the pact or something and never buy those shirts anymore. But, so yeah, I'm going through, I'm like, I don't wear you, you are. I'm talking to my shirts like they're like people. I personify my clothes and my shoes and things. I'm like, you have never been good to me. No, go away. No, I don't wear you. Why don't you fit in me anymore? No, I don't wear you. I've never worn you in 5 years. No, you are not my friend.
Yeah.
Really frustrating. But I'm gonna do that and downsize, and then it'll be great, and I'll have a new start. Yeah. So something that I also talk about, is like these really cute dogs that I see all around Chicago. I personify them too because they're like people. They're individual and adorable. And yesterday I saw 2 corgis next to each other, and they're just like jumping across each other and like playing, and I'm like, oh my goodness, they're cute corgis, and I like have to look at them and be like, oh, they're so cute, and it's a little embarrassing, but like that's how I am. And then sometimes the dogs notice me, but most of the times they don't, and they're just like doing their little dog thing because they're the center of their own world. And then, but sometimes they see me and they're like, that girl's looking at me. I think, okay, I think she wants me to go over and be pet. And then what happens is I am staring at the dogs and trying to draw them with my dog attraction. And then their owners have to do this thing where it's like, no, sorry. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. Like it wasn't my fault for staring at the dogs. Yeah. And then I just have to helplessly stare at them as they go away. It's really sad, but that's how I am. And I also stare at babies like that. It's really problematic if I think about it, staring at dogs, staring at babies like this. Like, cause it's really problematic because I could never stare at like one of you like I stare like a dog at a dog. You know, like if I'm like, or like, oh, wow, it's like not okay. And babies especially, because like they're chubby little, I can't, it's just that they're gonna grow up one day and they're gonna become a person, and we have to respect people's boundaries. And like I'm just like, I can't, this is an actual person who's gonna grow up, you know. And I'm just thinking one day this baby's gonna grow up and find me somewhere, and they're gonna be like, you remember that day you were staring at me on the bus and like looking at my thighs, my chubby feet, my chin, my cheeks? Yeah, and I'd have to be, I'm sorry, like that, you're right, I'm so sorry, that was too much. But, you know, I'll just keep that in mind and not do that as much, because sometimes it embarrasses my husband or people I'm hanging out with, you know, if I squeal too loud or something. But it's okay, because cute babies will grow up and not be cute anymore. But my husband will always be cute to me. Yeah, marriage has been great. We've been married 2 months now. You know, good things come with marriage, and bad. But yeah. Yeah, all the things we learn about each other, all the things we didn't know. But it's fun. It's real fun. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Harmony sing, everyone! Anyway, all right. Next up, we have Raza Jeffrey.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
How's it going, everyone?
What's up?
All right, give it up for Henny. Woo! Together. All right, I know I look like the wrong Asian. So. Kenny didn't fucking specify what kind of Asian, so it's his fault. Just saying. Alright. Where are we all from? I like this game. Let's say where our backgrounds, like our origins are, like all at once, the count of three, huh? 1, 2, 3.
Korea!
Alright. It's like performing at the UN here, huh? Look at this. Alright, I'm from India, so. And bye. Thank you. I live in Logan Square now, which is nice, you know? Is anyone from there? It's alright. Logan Square is nice if you want to live next to all races of people who are otherwise exactly the same, yeah? Never looked at somebody in Logan and thought, I wonder what his politics are. That doesn't happen. It's always the same guy, you know? But it's cool. Hipster neighborhoods are nice, you know? They teach you things. Hipster neighborhoods have taught me that you can be quirky and weird and still be so unremarkable. I think that's special. I don't know, I look like I live in Logan Square. That's what my girlfriend says. I got these glasses. She's like, you look like a Bangladeshi Harry Potter. Which is, one, that's not a compliment. And two, I'm not Bangladeshi. So it's kind of fucked up. She said that. I don't know. They did make different versions of Harry Potter for different regions. I don't know if you guys know this. To connect with local audiences. In the Bangladeshi version, Harry's parents still die, but it's in a factory fire at the Nike warehouse. Yeah. Nah, it's gotta be relatable. You gotta connect to the locals. It's gonna get worse, guys. You gotta get on board quick, right? Alright, no, I don't know. I'm dating my girlfriend, which is exciting. It's interracial, which means I'm better than all of you, right? That's what that means now, right? I don't know. It's hard dating interracial, right? It's different cultures, different religions. I grew up Muslim. She was raised Catholic. It's hard dating someone you know is going to hell. It's hard to reconcile, right? I don't know. We'll play in the bedroom, like as a kink. I'll make her say obviously damning things that'll send her to hell. I'm like, say it. She's like, I don't wanna. I'm like, say it, Megan. She's like, women can drive. I'm like, you're gonna burn, Megan. You're gonna burn. Alright. It's a joke about the love of my life. She doesn't like that one. Okay. No, I don't know. We got a puppy recently, which is exciting, you know. I'm new age, so I don't beat him. Right? No, I'm saying I don't. It's a good thing. I think you can teach a pup anything just by talking to them. Like the other day, he ate a sandwich off my plate. I didn't get mad. I just looked at him and said, baby, this is why your mother left you. Alright? Do I look like a doggy to you? No, it's because you come from a broken home. Because you do shit like this. So fucking shape up! And voila, he hasn't eaten anything in weeks. Just stares out the window now and chain smokes. Point is, it's not hard to be non-violent when you've got a good heart, alright? Let that be a lesson. Okay. Alright, it's gonna get worse. This is trying to think of like the nice things to say in the beginning, you know? Just so you guys warm up. It's way worse, alright. Now it's gotta get worse, because I'm like guaranteeing. It's like a money back guarantee. You gotta, alright. Okay, no, I don't know. I found out my girlfriend's been lying about her orgasms. Yeah, that's hard. We had sex the other day, and afterwards she's like, Reza, I don't come when we have sex. And I looked at her, I was like, really? Are you lying? She's like, no, I'm trying to open up to you. I'm like, you're lying. And then she said something, but I was asleep, so. I feel like that's a guy thing to do, you know? Like follow up afterwards. Like, hey, by the way, did you come when we were fucking? Because I was really focused on my part. Totally forgot you were there, but not a guy thing? Maybe it's just me, huh? I ask mid-fuck. I just get out of the way, you know? My inner call center comes out. I'm like, madam, do you have time for a brief subject? She does not respond. It really is a brief survey, you know? It's just one question. Did you come? It's only got one right answer, too. She gives me the wrong answer. I start interrogating her. Like she's an Arab at an airport. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you didn't come? You clench your butt cheeks 4 minutes in. What was that all about? you clenched and then unclenched your butt cheeks. Well, I came because you clenched, so this one's on you, lady. Alright, I guess that's not funny. Alright, I don't know. Whew. Tough crap. It works way better when it's all Indians. I've only done that. Indians and hipsters. I've never done this kind of crap, so this is nice. I don't know. Alright, let's see, what should we talk about? Little things bother me, you know? Like, anyway, when people travel to a city and they start saying the name of the city like they're from there. Have you seen this? Like, hey, we just went to Barcelona. It's like, ugh, just say it American, right? I'm not impressed. You don't sound cultured. Because it's always sexy cities they do it for. No one ever does that for third world garbage towns, yeah? No one's ever like, hey, I heard they're bombing Baghdad again. People never say it like that. I mean, I do, but I'm cultured, so, yeah. Alright. I guess it's popular to name your kids after cities, too. Have you seen this? Like, a friend of mine, she named her kid Paris. And I asked her why, she said she looked like a Paris. Which it works out because she's adorable, but does that always work? Like, if you've got a kid and he's got brain damage, are you gonna name him Cleveland? No. You're not gonna. I always lose people on that one. I don't know why. My sister just gave birth, and she drank 8 out of the 9 months. So that kid has a lot of limbs. But I don't care what you say. My nephew, Nagasaki, biggest heart.
Oh my gosh.
He's got the biggest heart. Seriously, he's got an enlarged heart. Alright, I'll stop. Whew. Alright. Jesus, alright. I should have stuck to the puppy jokes, huh? Alright. I'll do one more and then I'll go write an apology. Let's see. I grew up Muslim, which is exciting. Hey, thank you. Wow. Wow, he always gets a standing ovation. It's crazy. You know, I wasn't always Muslim though, you know? I mean, I thought I was, but I was actually Mexican until 9/11, yeah? No, because in the 90s, nobody gave a shit. I'd be like, actually, I'm Muslim. They're like, all right, relax, buddy. Coming off a little strong right now. Then fucking September 12th, they're like, hey, listen, we've never seen you eat tortilla chips. What the hell's going on with you? Now, I have my own conspiracy theory about 9/11. I think it was a bunch of Muslims who were tired of being confused for Latinos. And they were like, hey, listen, we gotta do something about this. And then they did. Alright. Now, I'm not saying it was a good thing to do, I'm just saying, perfect execution, right? Like the first plane went in, I was like, hey, caramba! And the second was going, goal! Alright. The joke does not work here. It works great in Yemen. That's my closer when I'm out there. I don't know. Alright. I'm Muslim. I'm not Saudi though, right? Come on, that's gotta be a silver lining, yeah? Even other Muslims are like, I don't know about these fucking Saudis. What are we, all Saudis in here? Jesus Christ. You know how I know you guys aren't Saudis? It's because there aren't 15 Bugattis parked outside. It's a clear sign you're not from the kingdom. The people of Saud don't ride their bicycles to a garage shop. It's not something fun to do when you got oil money. Plus, it's really hard to ride a bicycle with that white fucking dress that they're always wearing, you know? No, I don't know. I don't get Saudis, you know? I don't know how you can be that wealthy and still be that Muslim. But it's true what they say, right? Mo money, Mohammed. That's what I'm saying. Alright, hey, thank you. Good night.
Round of Jeffries, everyone. Give another round of applause. Yeah, we're gonna talk later. I'm just kidding. Next but not least, or last but not least, is Nick Joe.
All right. Hello, everybody, again. If this is your first time here at the garage sale, can you just give me one clap? Yeah. Okay, cool. If you were here the last time, give me another clap. Cool, cool, cool. It's good to have you back, you two. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't prepare much. I didn't prepare anything. I didn't really know, I don't know, I gave all my material the first time. And, but anyway, it's really good to be here. Again, Henny and Sue, should we give them one more applause? Yeah. Let's face it, Henny says it's for us, but really, it's for him. So he could get a round of applause 6 times. Yeah, that's true. It's cool, like, connecting with a lot of new people, seeing some old faces. Harmony and I, actually, we were actors at Navy Pier this past winter. That's how we first met. She was the secretary to the mayor, and then I was a 1950s cop. Yeah, I tried my best to do like Dave Chappelle's, see? But then after a while, I kind of realized, like, if the kids don't understand me, I wonder if they just think I'm like Asian, doing like an Asian accent. Anyway, okay, that was not one of my jokes. I'm just rambling. For real though, I don't really have any jokes like memorized, so I'm gonna be really professional here and just kind of read them off. Okay. Last time I was here, there was a teacher. Is that teacher back? Oh, yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
School starts soon?
Oh, yeah.
Are you enjoying your summer break? Yeah, okay. I used to be a teacher, so I taught 8th grade math for quite a while. Kids are dumb. I can say that now. I haven't taught for a year. So I think after you quit, it's got to be the 1-year mark, and then you can finally confess to everyone, kids are stupid. You know that Asian stereotype that we know math? That doesn't work anymore. Asian kids are stupid also. I was talking to an Asian kid. I was like, hey, how you doing, Brian? And he goes, Mr. Joe, I'm just doing some R&R, reading and writing. Are you serious right now? The kids are dumb. Kids are dumb. I had an incident, so I had a student where she had like a hearing impairment, but it wasn't, like I found out later in the year, it wasn't very severe. But one of the accommodations was that she gave me like this necklace microphone around, that I had to put around my neck whenever I taught. And so that, and then she obviously had whatever the earpiece that connected to it, Bluetooth, whatever. Who knows? She's probably listening to some kind of music. And so I forgot I had it on. And in that class, I had a co-teacher, right? And my co-teacher and I were so good that we would just tag each other out. And I used to be tired of teaching. I was like, Allison, you go up there and you teach because I don't want to teach anymore. And then so she went up, right? She started teaching. I was chilling in the back. I was like, I gotta use the bathroom. And the bathroom is not very far. I'm actually, my class was right next to where the staff bathroom was. Went to the bathroom. I totally forgot I had that necklace on me. I came back and I look at Brooklyn and she looks horrified. I'm really glad like I just went pee though, you know? But I'm pretty sure I was like, ah, you know, like I don't know, doing some whatever I do in the bathroom. Anyway. Alright. If my joke goes bad, I'm gonna punch that punching bag, so. Ow! Honey? You. Okay. Anyway. As a teacher, you kind of realize my wife really liked that one. Thank you, honey. You realize bullying has really changed quite a bit. Nowadays, or before, like, in our time, when we were younger, it used to be like, give me your money, give me your lunch money, right? Give me your money. That's still nowadays in the hood, right? Give me your lunch money. But now, it's like social media cyberbullying. And so it's like this whole, it's not a physical harm, it is like an emotional harm and a social harm. I got in trouble once for bullying, and I got sent to the principal's office, and I was so worried. It's like, oh my god, am I gonna get fired? Because as a teacher, we are the biggest bullies. We would bully, I would bully, or maybe I would bully all of my students. I bullied this one kid, Greg. He was an unstable sophomore. And every day, okay, so let me tell you about Greg. Greg was the guy who took gym basketball very seriously. You know that guy? You know that guy, you're laughing. Gym basketball very seriously. He would, and unfortunately my class was right after gym for him. He would come in every day and complain about his classmates not being good at basketball. I'm like, Greg, you're not in the NBA, you're not even on the high school team. You know, you suck. But he would be so upset, and he was a kid who got left behind. He was a sophomore, but his math level was like a 5th grade level. No joke. So Greg, he went into a class that he really hated, right after a class that he thought he was really good at. And he just gave me so much attitude all year. And finally, by like March, I was so sick of it. I was like, Greg, meet me outside. Let's go in the hallway. I'm talking to him in the hallway. I'm like, sometimes, Greg, I feel like you want to punch me. I'm going to give you a shot right now. Go ahead, take a swing. And then before I said that, though, I like made sure that no one was around me because there's no way an administrator is going to come and hear that, right? But I was like, Greg, take a swing. You start it, and I'll finish it. And the reason why I was able to say this to Greg is he was so skinny. He was really skinny, put on the act of being tough. And then he looked at me and his nose was flaring, right? Because he was just so mad, he wanted to hit me, but he knew he couldn't. And then I went right up to his face and I said, that's what I thought. And then I went into the classroom. His classmate Yanni, also really tough kid. Also in a 5th grade math level, right? And I got sick of him in April. I said, Yanni, meet me in the hallway. And I said, Yanni, you need to calm down. Because look, I cannot fight this guy. This guy was crazy. He would have killed me. He was huge.